Erotica for Horny Women collection. Forbidden explicit stories, threesome desires, and dirty sexy games. Written by Rachel Wilde. Narrated by Sandra Peterson.
Chapter 1. Vicious Mistress. He woke slowly, groggily, to find his wrists bound and attached to the base of the massive iron headboard. As he tested his restraints, he discovered that there was merely an inch of give, though thankfully his fingers were free and he could wiggle them around. His feet were another story. They were attached to what felt like must be a small spreader bar, maybe 2 feet in length. He could move a bit and even lift the bar off the mattress, but he wasn't going to be able to do much else, which was likely exactly what his mistress wanted. The mistress was currently straddling his thighs, stroking his cock slowly in her petite little hand. To say that he woke up hard would be an understatement. He was currently achingly ready to go. In fact, he slowly began to sense that something was off, and he issued an animalistic growl before trying to formulate anything coherent. "What the fuck is on my balls?" he questioned, amused and a bit horrified. The voice of his mistress filled the air, and he realized then what he had missed. He was blindfolded. The world was pure black noir, with not even a fleck of light leaking into its edges. Fuck. He quickly swiped at his bottom lip with the tip of his tongue, then sighed. "What did you do to me, lover?" he asked in a husky tone. Still stroking his impressive length, she grinned. "I'm waking you up, lover, because it's time to play." He allowed his head to drop back onto the pillow, his breath catching in his throat as she gripped him tightly and stroked his throbbing flesh. "What's on my balls?" "A cock ring," she answered, her voice sweet as candy. Realizing that restrained as he was, he didn't have much more choice than to lie back and take whatever she was going to dish out. He sighed. He wrapped his fingers around one of the rungs on the headboard and gritted his teeth at the sensations that she was bringing to his body. "What's it going to do?" he groaned. "Hopefully, it will help you to get the hardest, most achingly painful erection of your life." Her voice chimed like church bells. "I think I'm there already," he laughed nervously. "I feel like my cock is going to break free of my skin." "Good," she taunted. She absolutely loved that he couldn't see her right now, that he would have to follow her movements based solely off sensations and the sound of her voice. Despite this, she would love to say that she had dressed the part tonight, in a see-through blue latex mini dress with some truly killer stiletto stripper heels, but instead, she was completely naked, so as to waste no time. She grabbed her long black leather riding crop in her hand and gazed up her lover's beautiful body. With him restrained to the bed, his stunning, heavily tattooed body was laid out as a feast for her eyes. From his muscular shoulders down to his fat, twitching cock, she appreciated every single delicious inch of him. But she had to snap herself out of her trance. She had to force herself to harness her inner goddess and turn the tables on her partner. He was much larger than her, easily 5 inches taller and physically more domineering than she could ever be, but this game was going to allow her to take control. So, without further ado, she raised the crop into the air and brought it down, right onto the Victorian coffin tattooed on his chest. Had he not been tethered, he would have sat straight up in bed when he screamed, "Jesus!" "I thought you didn't believe in him," she taunted. He made a noise, something like a strangled snort. "You're not funny. Jesus Christ, that hurt." Lowering the crop down to her favorite part of his body, she chewed on her bottom lip before beginning to issue a series of gentle taps to his balls. "Does that hurt?" He began testing his restraints again as he groaned. A little bit, he confessed, but it actually sounded like a strained question to her. She grinned triumphantly. "What should I do to you next?" Before
Sample complete. Ready to continue?